and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. How are you? How are you? I'm in my pyjamas. I've got my we do not need magic to transform our worlds. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. Oh, that was hard work, wasn't it? It feels very, very bright today, which is unusual and a problem I've never had before. The light's not even facing this way, so apologies if it's very light. However, today I have got for you a mini book haul from a Booktuber meetup that I did last Saturday, the 21st of April. UK Booktubers and a few non-UK Booktubers met up in London and did a bookshop crawl, which is really, really fun. It's something we do. We try and do like twice a year, meet up with fellow booktubers, and you get to see old faces and meet new people and just have a lovely time. I'm not convinced that the vlog footage I took is great. I will try and mismatch it together to insert here, but the only thing I remember is basically Jen and I like stumbling along a road, me trying not to trip up on my swollen ankle, but that's the only thing I remember that I was actually talking. The rest of it might just be like little shots of inside the bookshops and things like that. So I will insert that here, and then I've got 6 books to show you that I acquired on the day, 4 that I bought and 2 that I took on my person, and you will see that that's not a euphemism for shoplifting. And I will see you at the other end of the vlog. Bye. I'm here with Jen from Jen Campbell. I can't hold my camera up very well. We're having a look. I should be taking a notice of where I'm walking tonight. You be my eyes.
It looks like I'm actually carrying you. I'm not. And I think that your vlog should know how beautiful you smell today. Not that she doesn't smell beautiful all the time.
Thank you.
Smells of rose.
Everyone I speak to, they're like, I can't concentrate because you just smell so nice. Do you know what? I only put this on when I left. I haven't put any new on.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to swear on your vlog?
Fuck all you fucking well was.
Amazing. Where are we going, Lauren?
We're going to Persephone. We've just been to Gaze Word, which is very, very enjoyable. Are you in the market for anything today?
I think maybe it should be done, but London Review of Books is dangerous for me. They're tables.
Those tables, they are dangerous tables.
Yeah. So I might get some stuff for the tables.
I think so. Say bye. Lovely. There's a lovely shot of you, Mercedes. This is just a video, Lauren. Oh. Let's see another colour. Blue will pop. That'll pop.
It will compliment my outfit nice, wouldn't it?
What a lovely time we had. I don't even know what that vlog footage looks like, so this might be me afterwards. It might have been terrible. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's lovely. So as I said just before the vlog footage, I got 6 books that day. Before I even started any book shopping, Simon from Savage Reads, who I'm sure you all bloody know, he was kind enough to give me 2 books, one of which was See What I've Done by Sarah Schmidt, which was longlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction this year. It hasn't made the shortlist, but I was very keen to read it. It is about a character, Lizzie Borden, who killed her mother and father, and it's sort of like looking into that, and it's pretty like disturbing, and yeah, it's supposed to be very, very readable, and I do feel quite interested in reading it. So yeah, I was planning on reading all of the shortlist. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with the shortlist yet for the Women's Prize. However, I will still be reading this even though it hasn't made the shortlist. And then the other book he got me, which is a signed copy, I'm very excited, which is a cookbook, which is Mowgli Food by Nisha Katona. Mowgli is a Indian street food restaurant that's based, there's a few branches in the north of England. I've visited the one in Liverpool. I think there might be 2 in Liverpool actually. Visited visited the one in Liverpool twice, might be 3 times, twice I think, with Simon when we've been up to visit him. It is amazing. If you're based down south and you've been to Dishoom, I feel like this is better than Dishoom. It's really, really great, and the chef and author signed this for me, and the actual, what she's written is beautiful. It says, for Lauren and David, may your kitchen smell of Mowgli and glow with turmeric sunshine. Which is lovely. I've already made something out of here. There's a lot of, like, although there is meat and stuff in here, there's a lot of vegetarian and vegan stuff. And one thing that I made at the weekend was, where is it? Picnic potato curry, which is potato, so it's cold potato curry. It's bloody delicious. And it's also got radishes in it, which is an unusual thing, but oh, absolutely bloody delicious. If you can see that there, that's what I made. Focus on it, because I want you all to appreciate it. Focus on it. And that's what I made. So yeah, very, very delicious, but there's loads of stuff in here that I'm going to be making, like some really bloody good, oh god, I'm just getting lost in it now. Don't get lost in it now. Lots more. Oh, I've unfocused myself. Yeah, so going to be making loads more out of that, so very, very delicious. So the next 4 books are books that I bought on the day. I will start with the 2 books that I bought in Any Amount of Books, is it called? I think it's called Any Amount of Books. I think it is. It is a second-hand bookshop just down the road from Foyles, and it always has a lot of proof editions in there for very reasonable prices. So you get a lot of books in there that haven't actually been released yet. I remember before I got the Gender Games like a week before it was released for like £6 and things like that. So second-hand bookshop with very reasonable prices and loads of proofs. I picked up in there, which is so exciting, this gorgeous naked hardback edition of Tipping the Velvet by Sarah Waters. I have read this book. Look, this is like bloody immaculate. It's barely even been touched. I've read this book. I got the copy. The copy I read was a copy I got out from the library, and I always wanted to own it. And like this, I mean, it makes me want to bloody read it. And this is a new edition, so it's got an afterword by the author in there as well. So, oh, absolutely gorgeous. Tipping the Velvet is like a book that I read last year and absolutely loved. So happy to get that. And I think it was like £8 or something. £8 for that. Look at it, gorgeous. And then I also got the proof edition of Things Bright and Beautiful by Anne Barra-Salem. There are quite a lot of these proofs in hardback and in paperback, and I picked up the paperback one. And it sounds a bit like the Poisonwood Bible in terms of, let me read a bit to you. When Bea Hanlon follows her preacher husband Max to a remote island in the Pacific, she soon sees that their mission will bring anything but salvation. For Advent Island is a place beyond the reaches of even her most fitful imaginings. It's not just the rats and the hordes of mosquitoes and the weevils in the powdered milk. Past the confines of their stuffy little house, amidst the damp and the dust and the sweltering heat, are the stirrings of much darker forces. So yeah, looking forward to reading that. And it's got a really, I mean, if this is the proof, imagine how beautiful the actual book's going to be. So those are the 2 that I got in Any Amount of Books, and then the 2 that I bought in Foyles, which I'm really excited about, and I've started one already. Mercedes and I both bought Mary Ann by Daphne du Maurier. This is we didn't realise when we bought, we were both like, oh, should we get it? And Mercedes read in the intro, because she's a quick reader and she can pull these things out, that Daphne du Maurier wasn't very keen on Mary Ann. However, we both read the first line and we both really liked it. So I will read you the first line, because I always like to in a Daphne du Maurier book. Years later, when she had gone and was no longer part of their lives, the things they remembered about her was her smile. And this is an account, it's based on Daphne du Maurier's great-grandmother, I believe, great-great-grandmother, and it's sort of like her tale from her quite squalid upbringing in a house with a family to sort of greater life. But yeah, so I'm only 52 pages in. We started reading it the day we got it. We're very strict with each other. I don't actually know how far Mercedes has got with this, so I need to find out. But yeah, really enjoying this, and we'll continue with this. Very much enjoying it. And then the last one I got was also a book that Mercedes has read recently, and one that I'm very excited for, and that's Nevermoor, The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is a children's book, and it's had a lot of like, whenever, it always rings alarm bells, doesn't it, when it's something's compared to Harry Potter.